Jake Brandon here with CougarBoard, and today we are joined by Miles Davis. Miles, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Dude, I'm doing great. I'm glad that you're here and we can talk some ball.
Yes, sir.
We got to hang out a couple of weekends ago, doing an NIL event there, and I was like, oh man, Miles is a cool dude. We need to hang out some more, Miles and I.
Thank you.
So those who maybe don't know, tell us about yourself, Miles. What are you doing at BYU? Where'd you play high school ball? All that stuff.
So yeah, my name of course is Miles Davis. I went to Las Vegas High School. That's like on the Sunrise Minor part on the east side of Las Vegas. I came to BYU. I'm a running back, and yeah.
Cool.
I was a receiver first, and then
they switched you over.
Back, yeah.
That's all right. Algier was a linebacker first.
Yeah.
And he did all right.
Yes, sir.
Transitioned over, so we've got a good track record.
Right. Yeah.
Cool. So, when did you hear about BYU in terms of like an offer, or when did you hear interest about coming here?
So we had just started spring ball in high school, or high school spring ball. And we was like practicing a little bit, and then after that, like our coaches, it was right after practice, the coaches came up. They came to me, and they introduced myself. I introduced myself to them, and we were just talking about football a little bit, talking about my family. And then it was like, well, you should be expecting a call from us later on. I'm like, a call? But like I already had got offered from a couple of schools, so I was like, dang, like that was kind of fast. So next thing you know, that night, I think it was like 9:30. And I kept looking at my phone, and I kept looking like, okay, they said they was going to call, so they might call. And so next thing you know, it was 9:30, and they called, and it was like, well, Miles, we want to give you an offer. And that's when I first knew about BYU was when the coaches started talking to me. Like when I started talking to the coaches, and it was like, do you know where BYU is at? I didn't even know where it was at. It was, but yeah.
Who were the coaches that you visited with?
It was Coach Fessy and dang, I always forget his name sometimes. I don't know how I'll be forgetting. The tight ends coach.
Clark.
Yeah, Coach Clark.
Yeah.
Clark. I don't know how I forget Coach Clark. That's like one of my favorite coaches.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, he is. He's pretty chill. But,
I heard he listens to heavy metal. Did you hear that?
Huh?
The tight ends tell me when they walk into the tight end room for meetings, Coach Clark's playing like heavy metal. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, I could believe it. I saw that personally. So.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Well, that's cool. So then, like, you do your homework on BYU, and you think like, this is a good fit for me, or this is my best offer, or what was it that drew you to BYU?
I felt like it was a good fit for me. Like it was honestly a good fit. It was some personal issues that went back at home, and I felt like BYU was the right choice. Like, you know, with everything going on, like I had a friend that passed away, and like he always played football, and like I kind of like I didn't really care about football like that. But I dedicated my football career for him.
Yeah.
And so that's what made me really start playing football. And I felt like what's the better fit than BYU, you know, a Christian-like school. So
yeah,
to dedicate it for him. So that's the reason I came to BYU.
Man, that's heavy.
Yes, sir.
That's heavy like your friend. Sorry about that.
That's all good. It happens.
So I heard you're making a lot of noise in spring ball or fall camp last year. Coach A-Rod was hyping you up in the post-game interviews.
Fall camp, yeah.
And then you got injured. What happened? Talk to us about that.
So during last spring ball, I kind of broke my foot. So during spring ball last year, I ran track also. So during spring ball last year, I broke my 5th metatarsal on my left foot. And then so I didn't get to do spring ball last season. And then I came back in fall camp, I trained everything. I thought everything was going pretty good. But I kind of felt it a little bit, you know, when you kind of put weight on your other foot. So I felt like I was putting more weight on my right foot. And then next thing you know, it was like close to the middle of fall camp, close to the end or middle. And I broke my right 5th metatarsal. And so, yeah, and it was just bad from there. But, yeah, I was trying to do a little something. I was trying to do a little something, but, yeah, it happens, you know.
Break some ankles?
Nah, not really.
No.
Nah, not really. Not really. No breaking ankles. Just playing football. That was
so
good.
We as fans have been super excited to have you around. We were all bummed that you got hurt. We heard all these cool things about you. Explain your kind of game to us. Are you a slasher? Are you a rounded guy, a combo guy? Are you a power guy? Like, what's your game?
I'm kind of like a scat back.
Okay.
Kind of thing. Like, I'm not sure if a lot of people watch Debo Samuels this past season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of like my play style a little bit, you know. but just with a little bit, trying to add some other stuff to it. But
yeah, real athletic, catch the ball to the backfield, beat you around the corner.
Yeah, type thing.
That's
Yes,
cool.
Yes, sir.
So, talk to us about the transition from your other position to running back. Like, did they need some depth, or did they see some speed and be like, you know what, we could use a speed guy? Or how did that conversation happen?
I'm not really sure. So I just know, like, we was like at the beginning of fall camp my freshman year, I was at a receiver, and then I was like, I think I didn't play at my best ability at receiver.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of was like, I was scared to like kind of open up. I'm not like, I don't know, but then we started doing speed and space, and like I was like always making like a lot of people miss, and I think the coaches like really liked that out of me. And then next thing you know, when my roommate, he had caught the COVID, he caught the coronavirus, and then I ended up catching it. And then like we had to stay at home for like, I think we stayed at home for like at least a month or two because he caught it first and I didn't catch it. Then I caught it, so then he had to stay also. So the next thing you know, I came back and the coach was like, "Well, we're gonna try you at running back and let's see how that is." And then that was the.
So some of those guys who maybe didn't play football, maybe like basketball was their sport, or maybe they just like football. Explain like the speed and space drill, right? You have two cones.
Yeah,
and, like,
so you have two cones, of course, and then you have a defender, you have an offensive defender, and then you have one blocker, and one like another dude trying to come get you also. And so they're coming, and they're like blocking each other, and then you got to try to make the other person miss, or it's just one person, and then you just run and try to make them miss, and
yeah. So you can really can showcase some skills for running back, right? Because you're kind of reading that block.
Yeah, you're trying to read
and
it.
You're kind of trying to set that other guy up, like, hey, I'm coming over here.
Yeah.
Nah, right?
Yeah.
Like cutting back and all that. So that's a great story to
Sir.
showcase, like, hey, you know what? I can do this.
Yes,
like,
sir. Yeah.
I can press and then bounce. I can read a block. I can.